Hi, 7th graders. Today we're going to go through the lesson 1.6 called Introducing Scale. I'm going to walk you through the Desmos lesson. If you would like to split your screen and also work on the Desmos lesson while I am going through it, you can. If you just want to watch the video and not go to the Desmos lesson, that is totally fine as well. All right, so let's take a look. Our warm-up says use the arrows to navigate between objects, then describe what you notice and wonder. So if we take a look, our caterpillar is 4 centimeters, and we can tell that because that is how many boxes we have. Whoops. Okay, let's take a look at our puppy. Our puppy now is 4 times as large. Moving to our world's tallest tree, it is 2,000 times as large. Our person is 36 times as large. I want us to take a look at the poppy seed, 0.016 times as large. Our ladybug, 0.12 times as large. And our smallest one that we have is 0.0025 times as large. So after going through our warm-up, I want you to just take a minute and think. What do you notice? What do you wonder about that? Alrighty, moving on. Slide 3 says, use scale factor to estimate the puppy's actual height. So it says that our actual object is 4 times as large. So to figure that out, we need to first count how many boxes we have. Well, if we start at the bottom, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full boxes. And then if you notice, the second one's not quite full, or that top one's not quite as full. So let's estimate that that's like 0.25. So we have 6.25 boxes tall, and then we have to multiply that by 4, which gives us 25.
The hold has been lifted. Staff and students, please remain the regular schedule. Thank you.
All right, moving to the next one. Sorry for the interruption. It says, use the arrows to navigate between objects, then estimate the actual height of the poppy seed and the Burj Khalifa, which is the world's tallest building. So if we take a look, we need to figure out how many boxes tall our poppy seed is. Well, if you look, I see that it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall. And then I have to multiply that by that 0.016, which gives me 0.08 for an answer. Let's see if we're right. Sweet. Moving on to our Burj Khalifa, which is our biggest object. This object is 14,000 times as tall. So to figure out how tall it is, we first need to count how many boxes tall it is, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. So 6 times 14,000 gives me 84,000. See if we're right. Moving on to slide 5. This one says that the Burj Khalifa is 82,800 centimeters tall. We want to know how tall it is in meters. And then our helpful hint, recall that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So for this slide, it doesn't let us write on our screen. So I'm going to open up Notability very quickly. And we're going to do it here. So the two things that we were talking about were centimeters and meters. So we're going to set up our butterfly. Our helpful hint is saying that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So we go back here, 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. And then, if we remember, it said it was 82,800 centimeters tall, and that goes on the top. X would go on the bottom. We do our butterfly. 1 times 82,800 is 82,800. 100x. To solve, we divide by 100. And remember, that's the same thing as just erasing those 2 zeros on the end. So our answer is 828 meters. Let's see if we're right. Awesome, moving on to slide 6. It says, so far, the drawings in this lesson use scale factor. Here's a new drawing that uses scale. The scale is 1 unit to 200 meters. How can you tell from the drawing that the Burj Khalifa is 828 meters tall? Well, if we take a look, each box now stands for 200. So this one's 200. This would be 400, 600, 800. And then if you look, it's not all the way to the top. So this is where we do a little bit of estimating. and they estimate that that is 28. So how can we tell that our new drawing is 828? Well, we count our boxes. That's how we would tell. All right, slide 7 is the slide that I'm not going to go through all of them with you. This is where it might be fun for you to go on to Desmos and do it yourself. But we know that the Burj Khalifa was 828. There, we can check our work. Let's take a look at the 5-story building. So this one, it says each box is 5 meters. So we need to count how many full boxes. Well, I see that there's 3. 3 times 5 gives us 15 meters tall. Let's see if we're right. All right, I'm gonna jump around a little. Let's do the ladybug. This time each box really stands for 1. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a little bit extra. So I'm gonna say 5.4. Now we are kind of estimating at the end because we don't exactly know how much of the box is filled in, but we can do the best we can with our estimation. And lastly, let's check out our Amobia. So this one, each box is 500. Well, if I take a look, I see 2 full boxes, so that's 100. And then I would guess that it's not quite 150, so I'm going to say 142. See if I'm right. All right, that works. Remember, you are estimating. We know it's more than 100, but it's less than 150, so you kind of have to do a little guessing. All right, we're going to skip the Are You Ready for More, and we're going to move on to our cool down, slide 10. It says, here's the scale drawing of National Stadium, also known as the Bird's Nest, located in Beijing, China. We need to estimate the actual width and height of National Stadium. We're going to enter our estimates in the table. So starting with our width, if I take a look, each box stands for 30, so we're going to be counting by 30s. So we have 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, and then this would be 330. And then lastly, we need our height. So if I take a look, I have 2 full boxes, so that's 60. And then we're just going to kind of guess. We know it's less than 90, but it's more than 60. So let's guess 70. And that is how you do lesson 6, all about introducing scale. I hope that made sense. If it didn't, I would suggest you go back and rewatch parts of the video that don't quite make sense. And then you can go ahead and try working on your yuck. If you finish with that, you can do fact fluency, prodigy, read, draw, the done folder. But you do have to do 1 stack of fact fluency first. Hope this made sense. I'll talk to you later. Bye.